Okay.
Oh, yep.
I gotta redo the whole dialogue again.
It's all good, man.
So this, yeah.
Let me just
You can see our whole
skip through this whole part again.
What brings you? That's right. Please rest, Coach.
Have I seen you somewhere before?
Hi, Vortex. Oh yeah, I don't know why it crashed. I have no idea.
Please rest.
My internet was fine.
So you think it's?
Yeah, exactly. Now
I'm glad you feel that way. It's not. I'll head out on patrol. Have a nice chat and just. I'd say that
I gotta get rid of that
we've
further.
already checked. Well,
Like,
we did.
notification
So,
drives me insane.
wait.
Okay.
Say no more.
Okay. That was dumb.
I'm at 17 pity.
On what?
Just the limited character banner thing.
You mean this entire thing?
If it's for the pilgrimage, it's gotta be grand.
Wait, what is my standard? I could get a 5-star right now.
Yup, this round counts as a knockout
So could I.
round. There'll be other events as well,
I'm
and
at
the
5
8
pity on
contestants with the
standard.
highest total scores will move on to the final individual battles.
Oh, you're keeping those?
The last thing I got was
Yeah,
freaking
everyone
Skyward
loves a
Pride.
good duel. It really gets the adrenaline pumping and allows people to go all out with their skills. A warrior should always feel fortunate to meet their match on the battlefield, even
Have a
if it
good day,
only
Vortex.
happens once in their life. No one can resist such a good fight.
That's the most Natland thing Paimon's ever heard. This tournament, too. It's just so... you. Well, the competition's all about chasing the kindling, and you're all chasing something too, right?
Well, I'm glad you found this helpful.
It's funny, I'm on your stream and I got notified. Your stream.
Yeah. Don't know.
No problem. I'll go get ready.
What the title is funny.
Whoa, Malika looks so excited. She
I'll
must
be
really
right back,
looking
honey.
forward to this.
Okay.
Do you think that she seems a little bit different after the war and all? Like, you know, maybe in her sense of playfulness? She seems less serious than before. More willing to just loosen up and have fun.
Well, of course she does, Paimon. Because before she didn't have to worry about she had to worry about a freaking war and her people. Now she can just relax and just, like you said, have fun.
Whoa, you heard too? So, Paimon's right, right? Oh, so that's why you called us over. It's all part of your grand plan, huh? Wait, Coach, what about Paimon? Does she not even get to be a substitute? Uh...
I'm ready.
Oh, she has her sword. Oh my gosh, C3.
Rev the engines. Live commentary, huh? Very nice. It's a piece of cake.
Huh? Did you hear that? Ah! Enemies incoming! Be careful!
Eh.
Full throttle.
Oh, I have to kill it. Okay. Just 60k plunge, casually.
Pyroclastic surge. I gotta say, this is pretty interesting.
Come on! You said you wanted to challenge people, so let them rise to the challenge! Good job, contestant! Here, have some water!
You're too kind. Thank you, my dear audience. And thank you, coach.
Maybe it can't detect anyone under a certain height.
Hey, Winters.
Oh, good point.
The chat helped make the song. That's cool. That's dope.
It's a solid course, but there are a number of small problems. For example, take the chase at the start. I feel like it's too short to separate the best from the rest. Why don't you find a few more people to test it out and adjust the distance based on their feedback?
Ooh, you're really thorough. And yeah, getting multiple opinions is a great idea.
Also, about the vertical section. It's only so-so, and contestants might get dizzy from the sudden change of direction, which might cause some of them to fall
Yes,
if
I
they get
hear you,
motion
honey.
sickness. Also,
I miss the voice actors. I really do. I hope this whole thing gets straightened out.
A ball launcher?
Yes, I know, right, Effie? I love this side of her.
it's been a long time since I saw gear like this. This game can be played by 2, 3, or 4 people, and it's a fun one. Want to give it a try? Great. I'll be your opponent then.
Come on, Traveler! You can beat her!
That's so cool. You're facing the wrong way, ma'am. Okay, now you're fine.
That was a thrilling game! Paimon was on the edge of her seat!
Wait, which mod skin, Winters?
Indeed you did. I've noticed that you're very good at games. And now that I found such a great opponent, we've got to have a rematch sometime. No, we should be thanking you. Both the mock course and the ball launcher were fantastic. I didn't know you were so good at making things like this. Oh, looks
Makes
like
her
I also
hair
have you
blue?
to thank for
What?
your negative views about me. How much would you say you contributed? 30%?
You know what they say, embrace the unexpected. Bye, see you soon.
See you soon, coach. It's not every day I get to call Yansan that. Did you see the look on her face? She almost jumped out of her own skin.
You kinda enjoy messing with people, don't you?
The best relation with your people compared to other areas are fun. Yeah, I think so too. The second one is obviously Nahida.
Really? I never noticed. Anyway, we've been out and about for so long. You must be hungry. Come on, let's go get some grub. My treat.
What? Okay, Paimon takes it all back. You're the best person ever.
I love Malika. What's... Yay, the canopy!
I'm back.
Minister. Hi.
Dude just got beat up by a girl and it was funny.
To be fair, Farina lied for a good cause.
Yeah.
Hey there, boss. I'm here with some guests. I'll have the usual.
Ah, Pyro Archon. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Glad to see you with our new heroes, too.
Boss, this is the Traveler, and this is Paimon.
Hi there.
Greetings to you both as well. You'll have the same as before, then?
We worked out today, so yeah, that would be great.
So what is the usual? Oh, come on, Traveler. You've never been so stingy even when we were low on Mora, so why are you going after Paimon's food now that someone's treating us?
You two are a riot. I get where the Traveler's coming from, though. You're too cute not to tease, Miss Paimon.
Was actually
God, it was
Bennett.
If someone's down in the dumps, your banter can cheer him right up. And that's not just from me, by the way.
I
I've heard
want
it
a
from plenty of other
small
people.
guy character
Yeah.
that isn't Zhao.
As an advisor, you just have the same element as Archon. Yeah, because Venti is Chin. Leeway with Ningguang. Inzum was Jaimiko. Simmer was Alhazen, I guess.
Yeah.
Then Nubilet. We don't have one from Alan. It's Shalonen.
Well, not yet.
Or
anyway.
Sitlali.
There's like a Raiden and
For real?
Miko.
So, were you teasing Paimon on purpose, Traveler?
Just leave it to us. Please wait a moment. Your food will be out shortly.
Wait, this
Hey,
story.
thank you.
Fine, eat your fill,
This story
Paimon,
quest
but
is actually
just
really good.
remember, the
This is
tournament
why I'm
is
like
in
my
3
second
days,
favorite
so
now.
Try and make sure your food
Yeah,
coma is
remember,
finished by then.
there's somebody from the Sino server that's like, this story quest is bad.
Don't know what you're talking about. Paimon
Natlan,
will be there
all
on time,
Natlan bad.
Don't you worry.
That's how they were, yeah.
The advisor is Pyro Traveler. That's true. Yeah, Pilot Traveler. Yeah.
Don't worry. In the event that you do oversleep a bit, I have my ways of waking you up.
Really? You do? Speaking of your ways, Malika, you still haven't told us about how you plan to find 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Oh, that? It's actually quite simple. 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 is a native of Natlan. The records speak of him as a wise, brave, and upright man, and
I
refer to
need to
him as
go
the
to
first
freaking
son. People like that tend to be like me,
that place to
passionate
find
about competition. The
where to
more they
put my
disdain
last
dishonest
key
ways of
sigils.
winning, the more they'll celebrate a fair victory. You could call that a trait shared by all the heroes of Natlan. They're full of energy and passion, and despise victories born
Wait,
of
can I change
deceit.
my name on Genshin?
Conversely, they're
To what?
constantly drawn to things that are full of hope and
Bagpipes.
excitement.
No.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 might want to take part in this upcoming pilgrimage?
I'm gonna change my name.
It's not a matter of
It's
might.
gonna be
He will. It's precisely because such an important figure will be participating that we must prepare the best tournament possible. Checking in on the various tribes was also to ensure that we'll be prepared to give him a warm welcome. So, all we need to do is to look for him in the stadium on that day. As the first Pyro Archon, he should have no problem running away with the whole competition.
Yeah, that is true, Azzy. Yeah.
Isn't it a bit unfair for the Pyro Archon themselves to participate in such a tournament? After all, everyone else is just
I like Genshin
When
more than
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎
like
ascended to
not like Sorrow
Archonhood,
and all that.
he did so as a human. I see no problem in
Well, I hope
allowing
you
him
have
to
fun with Starro.
participate in this event as a human from ancient times.
I
Also,
kind of like
my
Xillis though too.
ineligibility for
Xillis
this
is
event
fun.
is not due to being Archon, but due to my obligation to serve as host and judge.
Huh. That's kind of like your life as Archon.
If I had a
You
PS5
haven't
though,
lost your
I would
human
stream
side, you're
Xillis.
just too busy to indulge it.
Oh, another good summary. I'll be sure to write it down and include it in my autobiography.
You're working on an autobiography?
I love Will.
No,
Will's such a
I
good
was
bean.
joking. Even 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍𝙀𝙎 didn't write one.
He's
so
fun to play
why
too.
would I? Still, if on the off chance I ever
I use
did
them
write
with
one,
like my ratio
you two
team, so
definitely be in it.
they're constantly like
Then, can Paimon have a super long title?
giving people
Sure,
the
as long as
imaginary
you
foot
want.
up their butt.
Starro's story, it's just like it's a lot to take in. You really have to pay attention to it.
Meet as well. Wowee!
Like even I'm confused about what happened in Pentagon. To be honest, I don't know. Like I'm confused. Like what even happened.
I know what happened.
You know this is just a normal breakfast,
We thought
right?
we won, but we didn't
Wait,
actually
what?
win. And then we actually won, and then
Our Archons always had a healthy appetite.
I forget who even like
Please enjoy
the only
food
part that
while it's
I'm
still
not
hot.
sure about, like
Food
who
never tastes as good
released
once it gets cold.
Sunday.
Mm. I mean, it's their opinion. You don't like. Let's not have an
Judging
attitude
the
about
state
it.
Paimon ate herself into, I assume you'll be staying someplace close by.
Is that okay? Actually, since
But I
it's
feel like
so
my
beautiful
freaking
around here, we were
my
planning
movie
to
is so
stay
much
in the
stronger than
area
it used
for
to
a
be
few
though,
more
just
days
by
anyway.
replacing
See the
one
sights and all
artifact.
that.
Of course you can.
You said that already.
I'll go arrange some accommodations for
I
you
know,
then.
but
All right, I'll leave you here. Have a good rest.
yeah.
Good night.
It's like
How do you feel?
they
Want
force fed
another
us
drink?
freaking Firefly though.
Then how about some dessert? Paimon still wants something sweet. Why are you looking at Paimon like that? There's always room for dessert.
Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 is coming back, huh?
There's even somebody,
Didn't
because
see
like
that coming.
there's somebody in
Wait. What's
the
that
one
look on
server I
your
was in
face?
though. They like absolutely
Don't tell me
just
you
like
don't even know who
hated on
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎
Fontaine.
is.
What kind of idiot do you take me for? I was just thinking about it. I mean, we just managed to defeat the Abyss for good and fulfill the wish of all the citizens of Natlan, past and present, so why is he coming back now of all times?
Yeah, if he's here to help, the war's already over. And if he isn't, I just had a terrifying thought. What if he's actually some kind of villain who's come to steal our victory? Isn't that how the novels usually go?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Novels are just fiction. Don't you dare slander our great hero. You're talking about Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 here, the one everyone calls the first son. Also, even if what you said were true, I don't think our Archon would lose. We all saw that one punch of hers. The power in it was like...
Yeah, I agree, but I bet Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 is no slouch either. Say, if they fought, who do you think would win?
Wait, did I already do my
well,
finishers? And
you got
stuff?
me there.
I think I
Well,
did.
as someone living in this age, I've got to vote for our Archon, right? Live in the now, seize the day, and
Yeah, I did.
all that.
And now that you mention it, a fight between those two is bound to be a terrific one. Huh, what I wouldn't give to watch.
All right, enough with that nonsense. It's already super late. If we keep hyping ourselves up, neither of us are going to get any sleep tonight.
The way they're talking about the
I
Archons
need to go
beating each other
to
almost makes it sound like a beetle battle.
Gamia to
Yeah,
find where
they
the
really
sigils.
do love their contests of strength here in Natlan. Alright, Paimon's done eating. Let's head back and get some sleep. Time sure flies, huh? The tournament's taking place tomorrow morning, so let's get some sleep while we can.
Okay.
Wait, you know, I know who won the tournament. Well, I'm not saying anything.
Hey, wake up, wake up! The tournament's
I'll
about to
keep
start!
my thoughts spoiler free.
Yeah, Malika does deserve it. She deserves everything.
Oh no, we've overslept!
Not the freaking motorcycle!
Okay, wash up and pack your things. We gotta go, go, go! Ah! Paimon can't believe it. Malika totally called it. How could we have been so careless? Is this what people mean when they say you get so excited before a trip that you struggled to sleep the night before only to miss setting out the next day?
Hey there. How are you feeling?
Malika, why are you here? Isn't the tournament about to begin?
Yeah, we're about to start. I'm here to pick you up. Put on your helmets and get on the bike.
Huh? Can we make it in time?
We'll take a shortcut. Sit down and sit tight. You can hold on to my waist if you get scared.
Wait, I have this.
We're speeding, right? We have to be speeding.
Oh, come on! If this counts as speeding, Mualani would have been arrested a long time ago.
Paimon's entrusted her life to you for so long, but only today has she realized just how unhinged the two of you are.
Unhinged.
So much air. And Paimon's stomach. Oh, knowing Barbados, he'd probably crack up if he heard that.
Huh? Barbados? Right, I almost forgot that you're friends with him. And the other Archons too. Introduce me when we get the chance, would you? Never hurts to make some new friends.
Never hurts to make new friends.
Don't open your mouth so wide. The venue is just up ahead. Sit tight.
You can get arrested in every nation, I would imagine. Malikan's. Oh my god. I love her so much.
It's what you did around me, yo.
Just in time, too. We won the bet! We won the bet! That's right. Pay up a how. Yeah! Pay up a how! Darn it.
I wonder what the bet
How'd
was.
you like that? A short Flame Strider show to start us off, and to introduce and welcome Natlan's great friend 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Sure pulled off that stunt pretty neatly.
It's more in Forest, definitely in Fontaine. Oh yeah. Fontaine's terrifying.
How can you call
Like
that
the
a
flying
stunt?
kites thing is stupid.
Wait, what do you mean, pulled it off? That wasn't supposed to be part of the show?
Everyone, welcome back to the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame. Once more, I will say a few words before we begin. Bored? Heard it all before? Not to worry. We're doing things differently from now on. The abyss no longer threatens us day and night as it once did. My comrades, my friends, thank you for your hard work and sacrifice. We have achieved a lasting victory. A new day has dawned on Natlan.
Yeah! Alright!
From now on, the pilgrimage will no longer serve as the prelude to a war waged to defend our land. However, many aspects of it will remain the same. It remains a triumph
You're most
to
likely to go to
determine
like
the strongest
the
among
freaking
us, as
Dell
well
in
as a
Fontaine.
stage upon which to
And Azuma,
showcase
you're
your
most likely to
individual
just be
growth.
killed.
Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. So without further ado, let the tournament begin!
Yeah!
Heck yeah! Who's gonna be the new champion?
Now then, you two. You'll be the mobile supervisors, moving with the contestants as they progress, and making sure that everything is proceeding fairly and in good order.
Leave it to us! We're the best adventurer and travel guide duo you'll ever meet!
Oh, and one more thing. I believe I've mentioned
They have
this already,
freaking, they have
but
like the
if you find
Knights
any
of
leads on
Livonia
Lord
are
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎,
everywhere.
please pass them on to me.
Yeah, Mondstadt has the Knights of Favonius, but they're not the greatest forces because Varga took the best knights with him wherever he went.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Let's go check on everyone and see if we can find any leads on 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 before things kick off. Oh, hi there, Eon-san. Are you gonna participate in the tournament?
Just like, guess what my newbie script rate is at max stacks?
90.
That's
Yeah, it's
fair.
91.
Can we ask you something then? You know about Lord
And he has
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎's
270 crit
resurrection,
damage.
right? Have you seen anyone with that kind of aura over here? Got it, thank you. We'll keep asking around then.
It's funny. The difference is, like, I lost, like maybe 9, which I had, like, 80 or, like, 280 something anyway.
The new
I lost
characters.
that much.
What? Oh, you mean
Jane-
the Mizuki character?
Yeah, because I had, like, the other people that Sino's
Thank you,
over
Coach.
top of, too.
Paimon feels like even her blood is boiling.
Like, they did the, like, the blackouts, too. I just wonder who they are.
The silhouettes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I'm pretty sure like one of them is Skirk, and that's who I'm saving for after Corinth. Whatever comes first, her or R5 Great Magic. It'll probably be her, to be honest. I think Lenny's in the basement.
I don't know, your luck is gonna be Lenny.
I'm not buying what you're selling. The traveler means it. Still, Paimon didn't think you'd be taking part, 𝙎𝙀𝙈. Given who you are you
This is a really bad team to face that guy.
Though not a violation per
Have
se,
that done anyway.
what it will be is an unpleasant surprise for the youngsters. Normally I stay out of this kind of event. Don't want to put too much pressure on everyone else. But we're celebrating the end of the war here, so I'll give the occasion the respect it deserves.
Oh, Dahlia?
Good luck then.
Yeah.
Make sure you show off your super majestic
That's
side,
getting into leak territory, though.
Well, aren't you the sweet talker today? Too much syrup on your pancakes this morning? Anyway, thank you both. I'll remember your words of encouragement and do my best. So, what was that? Ha! Thing all about? Some kind of strange ritual? Of course not. I was using my power to search for Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. To be more precise, I was trying to look for him in the world of souls. After all, I also have no idea what he might look like. Still, nothing so far. But why? He is the first Pyro Archon after all. Isn't it a given that he'll be revived with an unimaginably large amount of power? Yeah, we don't have any leads yet. We'll check for leads somewhere else. Good luck, Granny, and take care. Be on your way now. Oh, and take care of yourselves, too. Granny 𝙎𝙀𝙈 will display her dashing self on the competition grounds soon enough.
Oh, she is from Inazuma. Yeah. She is. Kinich!
Hey, Kinich, gonna take part in the tournament? Best of luck, you can do it! Where's the how, though?
He locked him in a chest. That's hilarious.
On a different note, have you heard anything about Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎? You're reliable as always, Kinich. We should go check with the others now, so we'll see you later. Good luck.
Nah,
and
he
make sure
hits
you don't
way
get injured.
harder than he used to. Dude.
One, two, three, four. 2, 2, 3, 4. How's the warm-up going, Kachina? Feeling good? Oh, hey you two. Yeah, I'm feeling great. Ready to get out there and show 'em who's boss. I'll give it my all. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to win again, but as long as I learn something from the experience, that's enough of a win for me. Yeah, having the right mindset is everything. Yep. Oh, by the way, have you seen anyone who seems like Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎? Lord 𝙎𝙎𝙀𝙍𝙀𝙍? I don't think so. A powerful figure like him is sure to attract attention wherever he goes. Like Moalani and Kinich, only even more so.
I kind of went.
Seen
I
anyone
don't know.
like
I just
that,
went
though.
like.
So he probably hasn't passed this way. All right. Thanks, Kachina. We'll go take a look around. Focus on taking care of yourself as well as
An
with
Electro
Thank
full
you.
team wide healer. That's what I want.
Yeah, me too. That'd be nice.
Seems like we still haven't found any useful clues.
The stacks on
Maybe
like
we should
on
just
it
go
like.
back and check in with Moika.
Pyro is most so DPS than anything. Yeah, it is. I want a Pyro 5-star support. That'd be really nice. That's what I was hoping Moika would be, but I'm happy she is where she is. Wait a second. Did I just find him?
Find what?
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Yeah.
This is him?
Just wait, just wait.
Oh man.
Just wait. Just wait.
Good night, Leo. Go to bed.
You go to bed. You said go to bed at the same time. Oh. Wait.
Ah, supervisors. Your report, please. How are the contestants doing?
Madam Host, the contestants are doing great.
Go to bed.
The competition is proceeding as scheduled. However,
Can I ban Leo?
thanks to 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎,
No.
Dang
No
it.
leads, huh? The competition is almost about to begin, and there's still
I'll
no
be
sign
right
of him.
back.
Alright. I have a lead, Malika. I have a lead. I think I found him.
Not necessarily. Still, let's go give everyone a warm welcome before we kick.
Dude, why is it doing that? Why? Man, please. Okay, in all honesty, like, for real, if they wanted to, like, hide the dude, why would they put him, like, right there?
I believe we're all warmed up. Now, take your positions. This iteration of the pilgrimage is the perfect chance for us to bid farewell to the past. Now go forth and soar. Faster, higher, stronger. Become a better version of yourself. Remember what brought you here and keep pushing forward. This tournament begins now!
Alright. Ready or not, here I come!
There's Mualani, a natural sports star. She's not gonna stop scoring anytime soon.
I've got this. This round's in the bag.
Kanich is coming up to the trickiest parts of the course here. But is he slowing down? No! He's speeding up! Amazing!
Nothing like my day better than seeing stream crash as your stream title is Moon, please. Bring his voice back, please. I miss his voice.
How's he so fast?
I feel like he's gonna punch me. He can punch me if he wants. I'm joking. I'm joking.
The gap between our competitors has increased significantly. Could this mean? Oh, contestant Kachina has suddenly appeared from the side.
This part's up! But I won't give up! So annoying.
The competition has entered its final phase. Who will emerge?
Hey, Lily.
victorious? We're about to find out.
I stream crash.
Shut up.
I have a freaking timer.
I
I have to go get the freaking bacon out in like 12 minutes.
Emerged, and his name is Kanish.
Yay, he won!
That's amazing! Woohoo!
Dude,
Based.
Kanish is the previous Pyro Archon in it.
So not only is the little punk hard to kill, but he's good at fighting too.
Kanish in the freaking box.
Keep him in there. Little
yeah.
Hal.
A Hal in the box. Yeah.
Little
Hal.
punk. Keep him in there forever.
You beat me fair and square, Kanish. People always talk about how tough you are. Now I can say for sure, they're not exaggerating. It's funny. I was thinking to myself earlier that I might have a shot at winning this.
Somebody just tried to join my thing and their name is Chris, but they spelled it wrong.
What are you talking about?
It's K-R-I-S.
Really a loss at all.
You've more than proven yourself too. You could beat me up 30 times over.
Humble king. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Well, so good. But wait, if that's the end, where's 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎?
Yeah,
I mean,
Hal is the new Pyro Archon.
I found him, bro. Paimon, bro, I found him. He's in the audience.
Wait, aren't we missing someone? Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. Now that you mention it, where is he? Don't tell me.
He allowed it to happen.
Are you saying that you beat 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 then? Just kill me now! Better death than to suffer this torture!
Like when Hal cries, it's funny.
That's impossible, right? Could he have placed so well because of some connection with Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎?
You mean, he might be 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀?
Wait, I'm 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 now?
I thought you got
That's
put in a
news to
box
me.
like 3 times.
I've got it! Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 didn't want to steal anyone's thunder, so he must have lost the tournament on purpose.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This is the most holy pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame. How could anyone throw a match?
Whoa, did Paimon say something wrong? Now
The
everyone's
box.
talking about
Boom.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. Still, that guy was almost too good, wasn't he? We've never heard of him before, but he was still going toe-to-toe with Kanish. Could he really be? Huh? What are you looking at, Moika?
I felt that something was off since the tournament began. Reflecting back on it, it wasn't because I could sense 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎's power, but rather that I could not.
No way. I see. Why is it so funny? It's so funny to me. Dude. No. Dude, why is he so small? Like, when I think of 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, I think of a tall man. He's so
A
tiny!
tall man.
Like, actually, why is he so tiny? Like, dude.
You'll find out. Continue the story quest. You're a Pyro Archon? That's a new element. That's cool. Congratulations.
Please, excuse me. There you are. No unimaginably strong soul aura, nor any whiff of extraordinary power.
Like how they all turned
But
towards
I
the big
know
guy
beyond
first.
any doubt that you are 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 himself.
Killing me.
before.
Isn't that Mauso? Like, Tato's grandson? When did he sign up for the tournament? Did he even fight anyone out on the field?
What are you talking about? He's been standing there this whole time. I totally thought he was just there to cheer the others on.
He's been sitting there this whole time. And then it makes me think of that one SpongeBob meme. He's standing there menacingly.
Wait, so that's 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎? But he's just a kid.
Ahem.
Ha! Ha! Well, this kid doesn't look like he can take a single punch from the almighty Dragon Lord, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎! Just give me 1 second and I'll...
Huh?
How's funny?
That's Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎? But...
Kachina can
I
fight
mean,
though.
he was right next to me for most of a tournament.
Kachina could fight beat
I mean,
all
it
of a
seemed
sudden.
very... well... 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 to me.
You recognized me? Perceptive. No less than expected of this era's Pyro Archon.
Forgive me for asking, but how did you do in the latest tournament?
I want him as a playable character.
I didn't even make it to the final 32.
No!
This is a joke, right? It has to be. It's clearly staged.
Out of my way! I've got to see Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙎 for myself!
As expected, your return has caused quite the commotion.
You know what? How dare the first Pyro Archon steal Kenichi's thunder? I'm kidding, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Okay, Simpy, calm down. Wait,
Please,
who do you think would
remain
win in a
calm,
fight?
everyone.
Lenny
Lord
or
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙎 is
Kenichi?
one of the most important people in all of Natlan. I will take responsibility for receiving him into our midst.
Lenny or Kenichi? Dude, Kenichi would beat Lenny to a pulp. What are you talking about? Okay, wait, I don't know actually. He might win, probably. Kenichi would.
Wait,
Probably. Most likely.
between Nietzsche and Sino.
Sino. I don't know actually. That'd be tough. That was Kenichi's moment. It was.
Remember, Sino can jump really high in the air.
But Fatui? Yeah, but he said he's not very strong. But then again, he could be lying. But I don't know. It's fine.
She's calling us. Quick, let's go. Hey, wait up!
I have like 4 minutes left. I want you to see the cutscene. I want to see your reaction.
He's so
Okay,
tiny.
this should be far enough. Sorry for making you
Well,
walk
see,
all
now
this
we can
way.
have a playable,
I am Natlan's current
like
leader
a
and
Mel
Pyro Archon
small model.
Malika. Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙎, I said I was inviting you for a chat, but to be perfectly honest, this is also my first time doing something like this, so I don't even know where to begin.
Okay. Okay, imagine he is playable, right? Can you imagine this dude, this Pyro Archon, doing the small model run? Can you imagine?
It'd be funny.
That's true, man. You're right.
Oh?
Oh no, he doesn't sound too impressed.
You mean you've never hosted a long dead guy on his first trip home before? No worries. It's a first for me too.
I didn't realize you also had a sense of humor.
Wait, really? Hang on, I think I just realized something. You're telling me that neither you nor your companions know that I, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙎, was totally hilarious?
You see? You see?
Hey, he can pretend to be looking at her eyes, but also be looking at her boobas too.
Even he thinks it's funny.
interwoven scrolls regarding your life depict you as a wise and upright person. According to legends, you also use the divine throne to negotiate with the ruler of death, establishing the set of rules unique
I think
to
yeah,
Natlan.
I think it might be.
As for your sense of humor, no sources have ever touched upon it. Maybe it's better to say that we know even less about you than we expected.
I see. In that case, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the first Pyro Archon, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. You may call me dear beloved son, or just Lanke for short.
Wow, talk about being overly familiar.
And these
Are you
two
looking to
are?
get smacked?
Allow me to introduce the Traveler and Paimon. They're important friends of Natlan and our companions. Great heroes who helped us defeat the Abyss for good.
Ah, I see. I was about to say, why did a child follow us all the way here? Though you could say the same for me. And judging by your expression, that's exactly what you're saying. And
Really,
there's where
it's
you'd be
funny when
wrong.
Paimon has her arms
This body
crossed. It's
belongs
funny
to a
as hell to
child
me.
of present-day Natlan. I'm only possessing it temporarily.
Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, that's kind of messed up though. This is so messed up. I can't think.
I see. Your physical body couldn't be revived, so you had to borrow someone else's.
Oh god.
But what about the original
I shall
owner?
return because I have like
Okay.
30 seconds. Be right
Alright,
back.
okay.
No need to worry. My existence has not affected this child in any way. This body's original occupant is currently experiencing a fantastic dream.
A fantastic dream? Yeah, I'd say so. This kid is having the dream of his life. He's freaking the Pyro Arc.
I have my own plans, and as for my reasoning, you'll find out soon enough. Alas, this borrowed body is a bit lacking when it comes to exercise, and hasn't really trained any aspect. I tried my best at the tournament, but could only get so far given my physical limitations.
Oh, that explains why you couldn't make a deep run. You're not used to this body, are you?
I wish that was the only problem. I'm simply unable to do a lot of larger movements. Oh, and my usual climbing and jumping motions aren't exactly suited for him either. Also, you've got to be twice as careful in a borrowed body. If I pushed him too hard and got him hurt, I'd be no better than a criminal. I could never do anything like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Indeed. Still, the great shaman 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙈 learned about your impending resurrection from the 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, but we still don't know why you've returned.
He is sweet, yes. Yeah. I feel bad for laughing at him now, but, like, it was funny at the time. It was funny.
Oh, is it time to get serious then? All right, serious mode activated.
Okay, get out of here.
In any case, you've already touched on the topic. I did indeed strike a deal with the ruler of death. She once asked me why I prayed for her power as a mere mortal, and why I yearned to save a nation in peril. I convinced her with the promise of perpetual existence and the everlasting flame of life. So, she shared her strength with me, and allowed Natlan to operate under brand new rules. I told her that the plan would be a grand, long-term one in which victory would not come for some time. Certainly not within a mortal lifespan. Still, I knew that someone else would bring it home. She assented to my request, and became an observer of our tale. Seeing her interest, I also asked that I, as the one who laid the foundation, be granted an opportunity to see the new world with my own eyes, if we actually did manage to triumph in the far future.
But in cursive? That's funny.
So your return is a special favor granted by the ruler of death.
More like a bet I made with her. Even gods have things that pique their interest. I bet correctly on the outcome of this war, so this trip is my reward.
How do you feel about the Natlan of today? Does it meet your expectations?
Oh, I like it a lot. Could you tell me more, by the way? I'd love to know how you managed to win the war.
As you know, ours was an exceedingly grand, long-term plan. I'll skip over the most ancient parts and start with what I know. The battle from 500 years ago. The disaster struck suddenly, and Natlan was engulfed in darkness. Our land and faith were both shattered, and everyone believed that our nation's end was nigh.
Yeah, there's gods other than the Archons. The way I understand it, the heavenly principles is like either it's one person or like a group or like a group of people. I think it's one person though. It's them and the Shades. The Shades are like their servants, and I don't know anything else below that.
But even when thrust into battle against the abyss, fate, and the passage of time, our heroes did not give up hope of victory. We each shouldered our heavy duty using the power that you left behind. All the Pyro Archons in the last 500 years have devoted their lives to banishing the abyss, rebuilding our tribes and faith, and uniting the people as one. As for me, I decided to head 500 years into the future, that is, the present, so I might finally bring together our people's resolve, which has stood firm for thousands of years, and fight for our final victory. Of course, I had prepared for the worst. That I would awaken to naught but monsters, corpses, and ruins where our nation once stood. Had that happened, there would have only been one thing left for me to do. Fulfill my final duty as a warrior, and then witness the end of the world helplessly. Still, the outcome proved that our faith was not misplaced. This victory, and the miracle that it created, is the greatest reward for all who gave everything to protect our realm.
Naoki with the second Pyrogon. I don't know what number she is. I just know 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 is the first.
Yeah. Had anything gone wrong, whether in the past or in the now?
I have always believed you to be shrewd. Surely, such a quality was needed to bargain with the ruler of death, and win so much for us in the process. Natlan was only able to overcome this crisis with your help.
All these millennia later, and the people of Natlan have finally achieved victory over fate. If future generations will call me the one who created the rules and initiated the plan, then you are the one who inherited those rules. The final executor of the plan. The one who created a miracle. Beginnings and endings. Creation and change. Mawika, you truly are a remarkable leader. It is my honor to have met you.
Oh, he's so nice. I like him.
Please, you're too modest. Rather, it's our honor to welcome you back to this world.
Ah, and that's the perfect segue to something that you should know. You see, you don't have to worry too much about my second life, since I'll only be here for a single day. Like, from sunrise to sunset.
A single day?
What?
I hope he's playable too, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on that.
That's why I said you won't have to worry too much about the boy this body actually belongs to. I'll be long gone by this time tomorrow. Besides, no one ever said I was actually going to return and stick around for years and years, right? This is just a short little outing back home, so I can see some of my compatriots again. Still, I've got to say, it has not been an easy trip. After being resurrected, I woke up in the home of a normal boy and wanted to take a quick dip to relax, only to have my trouser legs snagged by a fishing line that came out of nowhere. And once I finally made it to shore, I decided to take a stroll and see the sights, only to step into a trap along the way. Beats me who'd put a trap out there, and there wasn't even anybody around to check it.
No way! Oh my god! There's no shot Auroron just caught the Pyro Archon in a trap. I'm crying.
Thankfully, the bottom was pretty soft, so I lay down and took a nap before getting up to continue on my merry way.
This is so embarrassing.
After countless trials and tribulations, I finally managed to sign up for the tournament. But then, I ran into a girl who claimed to be a fitness coach. She insisted that my muscles weren't up to snuff, and made me do twice as many warm-up exercises as everyone else. Oof, you guys in the future sure have it rough.
Well then, what's next for you?
Oh, what a great question. I was just about to get to
Bro
that.
said, okay, nap.
You're a pretty considerate gal. So, I do have a small wish that I haven't been able to fulfill. I managed to participate in the pilgrimage, but alas, my
I would
potential
have
is
taken a nap
restricted
too.
by this form. It sure would be nice if I could show everyone what I could actually do.
Why is he stealing glances at us like that?
I love this story quest so much. This is my second favorite now. It's amazing.
Well, now that I've said it, care to help an old man out, hero? Ahem. See, I was also quite
He
the
straight took a
formidable
nap.
warrior in my time. Surely a match for 𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙎. I mean, I was the first Pyro Archon after all. I could shake the cliffs with a single punch, scale mountains with a single leap.
Very formidable indeed. So, you'd like to spar with me?
Yes.
Using your current body? Will he be able to handle it?
Don't worry. I'll find a suitable location for our duel, and a way to keep this body safe.
I'm sorry, bro, but you are not winning a fight against 𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙎 in this body.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
The first sun. The ardent sun. This star is a flame, burning with a passion that will consume all.
I'm just gonna wake up from that dream in a wheelchair.
From the moment I first saw you, I knew you to be a true warrior.
Like, what happened, dude?
Surely you shall not refuse me this battle. Oh, inheritor of my ancient name, the burning sun, 𝙎𝙍𝙍𝙬𝙍.
I accept.
Brilliant. In that case, let us free ourselves from mortal shape. Let the ancient souls guide you to the true arena of duels.
Oh lord. I'm crying. This quest is funny.
What
Just
is
you
this
wait,
place?
dude. Just wait.
I've never seen this place before. I have. I've seen it at least 3 times.
Is this a temple of the spirit?
This is the land of the sun, created by my soul. Only the sun and those blessed by it can survive here. Me, you, and you. The sun, the other sun, Blessed One 1, and Blessed One 2.
The others.
Blessed 1-1 and Blessed 1-2.
We've been blessed by the sun?
The sun will remember the most virtuous stars. You are hope itself. The most radiant, most important friends we could have. We
What are
have
the kids
invited
trying
you
to
here,
sing?
so you may witness the clash of suns.
Huh. I see. we've manifested in an almost fully spiritual, consciousness-like form, removing the limits of our flesh.
That's right. As I said, I knew you to be a born warrior the moment I laid eyes on you. But there are two forms of human strength, that of the body and of the spirit. The great 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, impressed upon a child's body, found less than a third of his original strength available to him. In that form, I'd lost my strength of body. But here, we meet as our true spiritual selves. In this place, even a child may shake heaven and earth due to the great soul within.
Tag yourself, I'm the other son. Baby, please.
What makes a true hero? Someone strong of body, or strong of mind, or must one be strong in both to surpass human limits? Which of these are you, Mawika?
Well said, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. Let us prove our mastery of both strengths through this battle. To Natlan, to each other, and to the rest of the world. You and I both know we'll never meet a better matched opponent.
Indeed. That's exactly what I've always wanted.
They about to
As a
throw a
citizen
hand.
of Natlan, as the Pyro Archon, as an opponent from across the millennia, and a friend whom you never had the chance to meet. Let us have a fair and honorable duel.
Our fight will end when the flame is extinguished.
Yeah, they about to throw hands, bro.
You ready?
Dude, try to take it. Like, why does it, like, when they fly in the air fighting, why does it remind me of, like, I don't know, like Dragon Ball Z or something?
No. In war, there's no time for that.
The fire's out. Let's stop here.
Like he let her win.
It was a great fight.
I think they're both equal in strength.
That was an exhilarating battle, Mawika. Looks like this old man's still got some fuel left in the tank after all.
You jest, Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Oh, because they went somewhere where they could fight without, like, their bodies being unlimited.
Come now.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
you tell I was making excuses for coming up just a hair short? Not by much. Just the slimmest of margins. Yet still, you
For real though,
actually
you
won.
probably would.
I've always
Except they'd
seen
be
myself
metal.
as the strongest warrior, but it would seem that the inheritance of ancient names has proven its worth
Excuses,
after
I'm
all.
kidding.
I bear the name 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, the leader of our people. After countless generations, this name came to you, and you used the power it accumulated over the years to defeat everything in your path.
Okay, off topic. This fire is cool. It's dope.
Oh, the fire. Yeah, I figured
This
that's what you're
battle
talking about.
has been most meaningful. Beyond the facts of victory and defeat, I've also learned a lot about you. Take, for example, your strength. It is at once ruthless
Bro has a
and
weird,
gentle,
tiny little
both
belly button.
tenacious
I don't like it.
and sharp. You neither overwhelm your opponent with sheer power, nor defy them with only your strength of will. You possess a great understanding of your own might, and will convert all of it into fuel, so you may climb to even greater heights. It is thanks to heroes like you that this war was won. I'd have never been able to return to the mortal realm otherwise. Your victory granted me this chance at a second life. Even if it is just for one day, the sun has risen again to drive away the darkness. Even the darkness of death that once enveloped
I know what's
me
coming up, and it's
has
really
been
sad.
dispersed by your flames. Mawika, you are the newborn sun, greater and more radiant. Allow me to give you a present to celebrate your victory.
Ooh, there's a prize too? Paimon wants to know what it is! Coming from you, it must be super awesome!
My journey is complete, and I have no more need for my remaining time. Mawika, I would like to give you all my remaining life force, which I obtained from the ruler of death.
No!
Use it to awaken those you wish to see the most. Surely there must be at least one person that you'd like to meet.
What? So it's a blank check to bring anyone back for a time?
Though Natlan possesses incredibly unique ley lines, it is still extremely difficult to meet the dead outside of the Night Kingdom. Now, take it. Though we both became Pyro Archons in life, we were still born into this world as ordinary humans.
Oh, you're
There's
fun
no
out,
need
man.
to hesitate. Just do what you think is best.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think I'll be needing it.
Huh?
The past lives on in my memories, and will always remain my treasure. Meeting someone we can no longer see again will only lead to more longing. Rather than cling to the past, we should enshrine it in memory. Ever loved and never forgotten.
Mawika?
They were right. That's exactly the sort of person you are.
They?
Your parents, sister, comrades, and friends. Those who walked with you, and those who left you behind. Those who crossed blades with you, and those who prayed for your safe return. Each and every one. Mawika, has one granted the special privilege to return, I can sense them calling for you, and watching over you from within the distant winds. Dear Mawika, our esteemed Archon, leader of our people, how have you been doing? We all miss you so. There are so many things we want to say to you, but if we really were to say them, they'd just be those simple, heartfelt words. The war is over, Mawika. All our efforts had meaning, and all our struggles bore fruit. This is the fairest and most precious thing in the entire world. May you be happy in this era of peace. May you eat well, sleep well, always be full of energy, and never forget.
Yeah, they're actually a real
that
thing.
we will always love you.
They're inflatable.
These are all words spoken by the people from the past. Their voices are echoing through this Temple of Souls.
Oh, I remember moon shoes. I freaking sprained my ankle on one. Those things are dangerous.
Thank you. Those who have gone before will never forget you, even as you keep all their
I've
names
got rid of them
deep
too.
within your
I
heart.
think they're banned again.
Mawika, my dear child, though we have ascended to Archonhood, never forget that we are still human. Live as you please, in this age of peace you forged with your own 2 hands.
Why so formal all of a sudden? Seriously.
Huh? Mawika, where are you going?
Did she put her sunglasses on to like hide her crying? If so, that would.
Oh, leaving already. Now
You
you're
still
the one
buy
acting all
freaking moon
impatient.
shoes. What?
Since we're done with all the serious stuff, it's time to follow me. 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. Doubt you've ever ridden a flame strider in your current body, right?
Never even heard of such a thing, to be honest.
Ooh, are you gonna take him out for a ride?
You're coming too. Come on, it's time for us to live as we please.
And making sure I don't miss a chest. Okay.
Where would
There's
one even be at?
Okay, there's none here.
Helmets on, sit tight, and don't fall.
Is this a board you can use to ride on the water? Playing with this stuff is part of everyday life, then?
Yeah, we're living good.
Yeah, they brought them back for some reason. People got hurt
if we
by
had
them.
had these gadgets around back
Back
then.
in the 90s.
I might have had a bit too much fun with them.
What? That would be terrible.
Agreed. Good thing they were only invented after I died, huh?
Then, like a good mom,
Looks
she's
like I
giving
really
her
am
son a
better
ride on
after
her
all,
bike.
For becoming Pyro Archon, even with all this temptation around. The hands of our friends, the Children of Echoes, are as skilled as ever. They were already famed in your era.
Oh, that's cool.
This bike was built by their most talented artisans.
Oh, the jump attack animation thing.
Speaking of which, we just passed them by. Sweet.
That's when you're supposed to hit those things, you know. You don't get anything for it, but like, it's so funny though. Dude, like when I go through those portal things, I lag hardcore.
I lag
think
too.
it reads like I lag for like 30 seconds, so.
It's long become a landmark. Very popular with tourists.
It is
around
cool.
here. They think it's a lovely place.
I love the color of her slash.
So that's how you
Wait,
all
what color
see
is it?
It's like
I don't think so too.
red, yellow, and green.
Look at it from a spirit way.
The stories of the past become things people aspire to in the future. It's
Yeah.
just like what they say. The apex reached by those who came before will become the everyday goals of those who come after. Everything is constantly changing for the better.
That's good. That's how it should be. I'll bring those words back to the Night Kingdom and share them with everyone there.
Yeah, like there's no way we'd ever get the character or something like that though. They freaking break their necks. These two aren't that bright.
Whatever the singer said.
Oh, you can see the people of the springs from here.
They seem to be enjoying life. Just like the people of Natland back then.
But hit what
All
things?
kinds of things might happen during the day, but as the sun sets, you can always count on the people of the springs to relax by the water, playing their instruments and
Like
dancing
the backdrop
their
like that
worries
looks
away.
cool as hell though.
Because that's their way of life.
Precisely, and so it is for every tribe. No matter how many years have passed, for the people who live here, some things will never change.
Wait, do
Well,
you
you're the
jump
one
every
most
time you hit
qualified
one of
to
those
say
things?
something like that. So, what do you think? Satisfied with what you saw?
Like you can't fall off the
Very
thing,
much so.
which is funny.
Speeding across the water, the warm breeze against my face, it makes me very happy. I really do adore this world, just like a plant adores the sun.
We made it! Woohoo!
Woo! Woohoo! Thank
Sounds
you,
like Aubrey's
Malika.
out there mooing.
This has been a wonderful trip.
Lovely things are meant to be shared after all. It's the least we could do for our friend.
I'll admit, I didn't expect people several thousand years in the future to see me as a friend. Not that I'm complaining. This old man's had a great day today. Thank you, dear friends. I can still remember how nervous you looked when you saw me for the first time, Malika. I'll cherish that memory.
Oh, is it almost
I wonder
time?
back in his day
Yes,
if he had like beer
it
and
is.
stuff.
Thank you for coming back to see us. This meeting means a lot to me as well.
Well, time to go. Don't forget to lead a
I
happy
banned
life.
Streamlabs.
Aw,
No.
already?
Dang it.
Paimon's gonna miss you. See you later, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Can I ban Moon?
No.
Dang it. Can I ban me? Kidding.
He closed his eyes.
I can't anyway.
Did he
I
fall
could
asleep?
block you.
He should have been playable. Yeah. I don't know, he might, but you never know. But I kind of doubt it. I like him.
I can no longer sense 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎's soul.
CC could ban you though. You could do it for
Well,
me.
it's gotten quite late, hasn't it?
If I
Thank
get you a
for
welcome
accompanying me
wing.
this whole time. Let's hurry back. You must be starving. Yes. After the end of the pilgrimage, we hold a banquet to congratulate the champion of the tournament. There will be good food and plenty of it. You guys are gonna love it. 𝙍𝙍 should be there too. I'll bring him over.
Do you think there'll still be any food left over for us? It's kind of late now.
I'm sure the feast has already started, but don't worry. I'm sure Jan-san will save some for us.
Can he get his moment? Hopefully.
She's very
Alright,
reliable.
just calm down.
Leaving the tournament planning to her was a smart move.
So she probably
I have
figured
one
that we'd be
Kisses
gone a
rule
long
left.
time.
I gotta figure out where to
Yeah,
put it.
I told her as much too. Seems like they've prepared the thing.
What thing?
See that row of braziers over there?
Oh, so that's what they are. They haven't been lit, so Paimon totally thought they were something else.
Here, watch this.
Whoa, they're beautiful!
This particular kind of brazier is called a signal flame, and is reserved for those coming back late at night. The others set up an entire path using these signal flames to await our return. Those returning to the tribes must light them with their own hands. The flames will illuminate the
Now
path
they're out there
ahead and
freaking
show the
barking.
tribe that the person has made it back. Even if you're surrounded by darkness, never forget. Your friends wait for you in the distant light. Remember
And
that
Moon, you want
feeling
some
when the
kids.
exhaustion of your journey
Come get
creeps up
these
on
two
you.
if you want them. My youngest niece is out there right now.
Traveler, Paimon!
Wooing.
You were really gone a long time. We've already started grilling the meat.
We had a
barking.
long talk with Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. It was pretty time-consuming. More than well. 𝙎𝙎𝙀𝙍𝙀, he's a very good man. He far surpassed even my expectations.
That's sweet.
So the only reason Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙀𝙀 didn't win the tournament is because he was limited by the physical body he was in.
That's right, but don't feel disappointed on his behalf. He himself was not upset about that turn of events. He had many revelations during this journey. And as he said, strength of mind is as important as the strength of the body.
Oh yeah,
He
remember?
realized
Okay,
that
remember
after
the
failing
part
to
where
make
like
it to the final 32.
Katina whined? Like well, she wasn't really whining. She was like saying the saying
Huh?
to give hope to us while we were fighting with the abyss. Like when that happened,
Yeah.
there was somebody that was actually calling that cringe.
If that's cringe, what are they?
No matter how many times Paimon hears it, it's still so funny to think that 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 didn't even make it that
A
far.
sign of a man who uses
Strong in
thundering
both body
fury.
and mind. Huh.
I'd say our champion 𝙍𝙍 fits the bill. Don't you think?
Indeed. Everyone, let's raise our cups. Let's celebrate our champion. 𝙍𝙍,
Like,
you've
her hair is
proven
so
yourself
long.
a true warrior and athlete. Congratulations on
And
your
Sean
triumph in the
Harris,
pilgrimage.
Screenshot. Okay.
What? Hawk crying.
A toast to our champion.
Cheers!
Hey, look. The kid's awake.
Huh? Where am I?
He's so tiny. Look at him.
Hello, Mausau. You're awake. This is the celebration feast for the pilgrimage
We actually
of the
have a
return of the
model
sacred
that's
flame.
Zao's actually height.
You participated in the tournament too.
Huh? Me?
It's so long, even my lowly servant couldn't manage to give a simple summary. Ha!
I see. I remember Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, our Archon, Mawika, and the pilgrimage. I feel like I dreamed a very long dream. I was super strong in that dream, too. I could jump up onto the roof with one leap, and I could climb, fly, and glide.
It wasn't a dream. Your body did go through all the motions of the tournament. You were already an outstanding contestant.
I'm a contestant? You know, Mom and Dad always say that my health isn't the best, and I might not be able to do all the things everyone else can. But right now, I feel like I can fly.
Really? Like Paimon?
Yeah, I feel amazing. It's like I'm filled with power from head to toe. I want to feel like this next time, too.
Then go and train hard, then come back next year and show us what you've got. Yeah, as long as you put in the work, you'll do great. I know it.
Look if he actually stays around.
Yes. You'll turn out to be a truly beautiful vegetable. I'm sure of it.
Alright.
A beautiful vegetable.
Alright, buddy. Okay. Go back to bed, Aurora.
Go back to bed.
Yeah, I will. Oh, but the pilgrimage was only half of the dream. I think after that, I somehow got into a fight.
Really? Against who?
I think it was our Archon.
That wasn't a dream either. I did have a duel with 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
Huh?
I was hoping to save this until later, but since we're already on this topic, I've got another piece of good news to share. Namely, that we crowned another champion today. Lord 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 and I engaged in an
I beat up a
all-out duel
child.
as worthy rivals from across the millennia. In the end, I won by the slimmest of margins, defeating our legendary hero.
I kicked the child in the face, and I won. Woo.
This is no lie, and I have our best friend here to back me up. You were the arbiter for our duel, yes?
Amazing.
But like the only one
What an
really happy
achievement.
about everything is freaking Milani.
I know.
Come on, everyone, let's have another toast. For our Archon this time.
Very well. Acknowledge my
You gotta
victory.
screenshot that.
Recognize
Oh,
my
rip.
valor and drink this wine of victory for me.
You can.
It has been a
The
super
lolly
long
over
and
there
exciting
just drunk,
day,
sitting there just out.
Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've done so much in a day. Or felt that it's gone on for so long. Of course.
Oh, right. Malika, the traveler said there was something to ask you.
Hmm? No. In battle, there's no time for that. So it never crossed my mind.
I don't think she knew what you were thinking. It's just a good answer.
The night is still young. Cheers.
Absolute cinema. Second best story quest, in my opinion. Give me that. Thank you.
Dude, give me that toy.
Almost 200 pulls already. I don't know if I'll have time to do sit lollies. How long is hers?
It's way shorter than that.
Oh, it is. Okay.
You have time. You should anyway.
Alright. I'm gonna take a little break, go get something to eat. So, BRP.
I'll be right back in a second. Go check on the heathens. Yeet.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
I'm back. Wait. 7 days.
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems off. Ahem! What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is 𝙎𝙍𝙍𝙍. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended 𝙎𝙍𝙍 and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and her fairy companion.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he... All right, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍𝙍, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked? Yeah, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler. If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. 𝙎𝙎𝙍, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's 𝙎𝙎𝙍. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎? Yes, according to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙍 created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that 𝙎𝙎𝙍𝙍 used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I needed to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that 𝙎𝙏𝙍 has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with 𝙎𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙎. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Oh, she lives out in the boonies. Of course she does. But I need these.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover.
Not hungover, that's wild.
response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Itsui? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside.
Well, at least we didn't get turned away. So this is where 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 lives.
I like it.
Didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of society.
I made me a pizza.
I know.
You wanna know what I put on my pizza?
Pepperoni?
Nope.
What?
Chicken.
She
Ew.
sure does
And
care a
ranch.
lot about what we think
That's
of her.
And bacon.
That's gross.
Yes.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you?
It's good,
You're
shut up.
not still, experiencing
You're
the
just mad
side
because you're
effects of
bad.
the glue. It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear
Well,
your
if you can,
thoughts?
if you're, my stepdad's has like buffalo sauce, like mild buffalo sauce,
Then why do I
and
hear
chicken
the traveler's
and
thoughts
cheese.
in my head?
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll
I gotta
find
figure
a
out
way to
where the
fix
crap
it.
this thing is.
First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It's just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the fritz. Forget
I went
it.
the wrong way,
Just tell
bro.
me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I
Because
don't
I have like
usually
one
trouble
sigil
myself with
left,
other
and
people's
I don't know where to
problems.
do with
The
it.
pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So,
Do you
you're
want some
the
chicken
appointed
ranch
ones this
pizza?
time?
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef
I feel like
Baron's
if
help,
Leo
we
seen
were
my
able to
pizza,
make some
he'd be
progress.
offended.
We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
Does that mean you won't help us?
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the talking! 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎.
But like, why is she Moon?
Stand down, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎 is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
You're lucky you didn't force Sweet Lolly's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Eatsley. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part? Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙍 was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Teyvat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Leech.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling?
Wait, what'd you say?
Not a problem. I always plan to work with the Traveler.
That's what Lolly said.
So, did you directly experience any events of the battle?
Would she
Do
say
you have any
beach?
idea where it took place?
Leech.
Can you think of any relics
No.
we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you? Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the
Wait,
same
what are your
era
plans
as
for
her,
tomorrow?
But that doesn't mean we experience the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers
I'm trying to
if
figure out
I'm
what of
familiar with the
sigil,
subject.
this like last
All right.
sigil I have.
Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Alier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
I need to screenshot that piece that I got earlier.
Oh, did you roll it?
The Saiyans? Yeah, you seen me roll it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I found it. Bro, like, in Inkamiya, I was missing 2 exquisite chests. Just from sigils.
On your main
So now I
account?
have... Yeah. So now I have everything in Inkamiya.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Sweet Lolly.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molo Saw said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitziling tell you about it?
Yeah, I wish my sands, like the sands I have, I wish it was on set.
Something Motley
So
San
that
would know
way,
if he actually
I could
did
give
his
him.
research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Wheatsealing School of
Actually, I don't know,
Shamanism must
'cause he
pass an
might
extremely
lose.
difficult
Yeah,
trial
he would
before
lose HP.
graduation,
So like,
defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Wheatsealing's death, her students had no choice but to modify the
because the
requirement.
one I have, like the other one I
Instead of
have,
defeating me,
part of
all
death.
they have to do now is
It has
last
like
long
26
enough.
crit damage and 3 crit
As
rate
my
and like
rival,
14 HP.
Wheatsealing only had one achievement that surpassed my
But
own.
the
And
flower
that was the
he
Battle
has,
of Seven Colors.
it's on set.
I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique
It has
at her
decent
disposal.
crit
It
stuff
makes
on it.
perfect
It
sense
has
that she kept it
15
from me.
HP.
I'm a fast
So, like, you
learner.
lose
Telling
HP.
me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important
So I
for
can go
my
get
tribe,
money.
too. A great shaman should
And
do her part to
Zuma.
see it done. Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are
Hello.
exposed, but I'm still
Welcome
the
back.
one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that felt good, but that hurt.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The
Like
woven
pop my
scroll proves it.
knuckles on my hand.
Wheatsealing used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
Wheatsealing was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down? A technique that powerful, and no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to
That's
ask,
weird. I
is there
didn't stream
anything we can
yesterday,
use to
like
prove
yours.
the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why
That's
would you
weird.
need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more
You need to
ridiculous
lay
from
off the
here.
drugs, dude.
Please don't
I'm kidding.
fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheatsealing was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
I forget when the last time you
As
even
far
streamed
as
was.
I know, most
It
of
was
the
like
shamans
last week.
from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
I feel like it was a couple hours ago when you
The
crashed.
obsidian altar
I'm
is
kidding.
off limits to
I'm kidding.
you. But
is there a problem?
Most of Wheatsealing students are respected priests in the
I
tribe.
am my ever nice.
But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, but I'm unconvinced.
Yeah, I would not want to fight her.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler. Fine.
That lolly
I said I'd
scares
help,
me.
so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Let's fly.
Oh. Oh, like for a trial version?
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
I thought there was something like that before.
What is she doing here?
Or am I losing my mind?
Did some
I
coward
don't
not
think
show
so.
up
It's never
after
happened.
challenging her to a fight?
Or is
That'd be
she
cool.
here to officially take over the tribe?
It probably will happen eventually.
It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter
The
what,
little
we'll
freaking
defend our dignity
bat
as priests to the end.
owl in the background
You
looking around
talk
was
a big
cute.
game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run.
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the traveler and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from 𝙎𝙐𝙇𝙀𝙎𝙎.
So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well,
Me too.
you're not
I would
wrong.
watch it too.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎?
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect. No one has the guts for that.
Kids burst into tears.
You know what? Forget about
Why,
your
who burst
duty.
into
We
tears?
really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
She said when people mention her name, kids burst into tears.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, traveler?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Now I
Elder
understand
Tlapa.
why
We
Woron
must
says
have
everybody's
disturbed your
granny and
meditation.
grandpa.
Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Why?
They're all old.
Did Elder Tlapa just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapa telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
That's not possible.
You forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed
Oh, it's the tall
priests
guy.
of our tribe. Where are your manners?
Oh, it's the tall guy.
Chief, I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of 𝙎𝙐𝙍𝙀𝙎𝙎, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlappa's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapa and Chief Biram are on our side. Hi there, Elder Tlapa! Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me.
Yeah, that would be funny.
It would.
Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me.
Not so tall
You're
after
an
all.
Itomi-sore elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Wheatzilian's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other. She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
I'm gonna go put
The
that
more
link
time
in the
you
server
have,
so I can keep
the
that
more friends
page
you
up.
lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
Hey there, Chief Biram. Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
𝙎𝙍𝙍𝙍's claim to fame?
Yeah, put it against
That
the channel.
sounds promising. But
I'm gonna see my
the
pizzas
battle
on
took
other
place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Eatstily promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatstily. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work. No, that's not it.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks then.
Okay, Winters. It's fine.
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master 𝙎𝙍𝙍𝙍's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people argue.
It's disgraceful.
It doesn't surprise me. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. without witness.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, 𝙍𝙍 most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of 𝙍𝙍's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited 𝙍𝙍's secret techniques, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Wait.
Take me up.
Let's burn this breeze.
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Ah, that's what—
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family! Hello, are you 𝙎𝙍 Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Eatsley?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Eatsley. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this point.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eatsley. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Alier.
All we have are non-witness accounts.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍's stories were passed down to us as well. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that?
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍𝙍 Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. 𝙎𝙍𝙍?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely made up.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Hold on. You mentioned the 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍 was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙍? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yae Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves.
She reads Yae Miko's
Actually, Yae
novels.
Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago, but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙈 can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Well, what do you think, traveler? Okay, we'll find a place.
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
All right, as Miss 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙈 instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, good.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Well, thanks for today, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙈.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your health.
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Maybe. Man.
All right, after you.
Other drunkard. Yeah, her and Minty get along really well.
I knew you'd miss. Is this the place?
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand.
My niece is
Might
weird,
take a
dude.
little longer, actually.
Why?
I just need to share my
I'll DM you.
senses, make a clean break. And that should do it, right? You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Please work, please work.
The rest of
A
it
great
too.
shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets
Stats never
worse.
dry when I'm around. Yeehaw.
That was just to help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self.
Wait, that sounds bad.
Dude, just
I read that in a
just
light
her
novel.
saying that just sound like
When
something
it
somebody
comes to the
drunk would
real
say.
world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Lily drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her. That's what Paimon would do.
That's what Paimon would do.
It's just, I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe. Someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The
I'm gonna
color
hit up the
draws you
beach
in.
and I'm gonna go
You
slaughter
water
some
it to
people.
see it bloom.
Yo.
It rewards you with its fragrance, but it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul.
Okay, yeah, that would suck. Like, I can understand, like, why she is the way she is.
If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are
Yeah, because it
nothing
would
more
suck
than
seeing everybody
fleeting
grow old
strangers.
around you and die and you're so young. Okay.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. Traveler?
Just and plus, think she lived through this 500 years. We freaking just slept through it.
Well, 200. 200 years for her.
So we're technically ordered, but we can't do it all.
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. See, Lolly, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you
Ow.
might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm
Excuse me.
not drunk. I remember everything the traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us?
I can't remember. Like, when is the freaking the mystery set?
Gonna walk back.
I feel like it's coming up soon.
Need some time to think.
The theater's in like a little over 2 weeks.
The way she just floats on her pillow is funny.
It is. You drunk? You should be like halfway through it. Yeah, we have like 2 days. Wait, are you gonna stream when the mystery sets?
When is the Abyss reset?
It's like 2 days.
Yeah, I'll stream then.
Cause it's like 2 days and 8 hours, but 8 hours would be like 4.
That's why I love her. Yeah, she's really fun.
Actually, I'm gonna look at my calendar. That's not a calendar, that's a calculator.
This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if Sweet Lolly will show up on time?
So it's
She
probably
drank
like
so much last night, she might not even
Thursday.
be up yet. Sweet Lolly!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of moderation long ago. Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up,
I was
that's
like,
all.
you wanna know something really
Anyway,
crazy?
I gave everything a lot of thought, and I think you're right about something. The Battle of Seven
Like, the
Colors holds the
24th
key
of
to a
this
lot of
month,
the answers
oh my
I've been
gosh.
searching for.
And then
So that's why you're here
the
so
first
early.
of next month is Mom's birthday. And then the month after that is
Great
my
shaman.
birthday. And then
Sorry to
it's
keep you
Sister's
waiting.
birthday.
Shall we head out?
The month after that. There's like oldest to youngest.
Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
I wonder how many mints do you have?
Mint?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably a lot.
Like you,
This should be it.
you probably have more than me because you're always.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
That could explain a lot of our
The way the rock
academic
went.
questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle,
Everyone ready?
That dude looks like a butt munch.
Trial Animo? Alright, good thing I got this team.
Cry out Animo, you're set. It'd be funny if they switch out your Lolly for like theirs.
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
all the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
Yeah, it's a trial, said Lolly. They gave her Cinder at least.
Oh, dude, they didn't give her no blast. Dang it. Kidding. I've noticed that though, like most DPS, there's only like 2 DPSs that doesn't like their like damage doesn't come from attack.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place.
Do you like that guy, honey?
Send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
All the bases.
He's ex-Knieving.
You got it.
He hasn't given me a reason to dislike him.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't
They
the
have,
site
'cause
of
they're
the actual
patooey.
battle. We have to keep going.
The door looks purple. Looks cool.
This wall is in our way.
I might have an idea.
Was that supposed
Traveler,
to be pink?
try removing that sphere.
Whoa, we passed straight through. What was that? Some kind of color magic?
It's very close to the technique 𝙎𝙍𝙍 might have used.
The chest, let me have it.
You just walk by it.
Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. Hold on. If we step here,
Wait,
we
you're
might
done with
fall
this.
through.
You mean there are traps in
Done.
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because...
Oh, you're right.
Just go to. And then,
You're cutting out.
like,
Wait, what was that? What is this place?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
It does look sick.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same.
Okay.
Correct? 𝙎𝙍𝙍?
What?
No. It's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after creating this space.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the abyss? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect
That's better.
medium for us to wield
because
that
I was
weapon.
cutting out. Crap.
You know it as color. The more cherished the memory,
Yeah,
the more
but
vivid
okay.
its color.
What I was trying to say,
As memories
after you're done
disappear,
with her
their
quest,
color fades first.
you should go to
That is why color
the
is the best
bookstore
vehicle
in
to
Inazuma
wield the power of memory.
and
Guided
talk to
by
the
vibrant
guy
colors,
that's at the like
your
whatever.
capacity for memory is what will allow
The
you
main
to
guy.
navigate this maze. Without
There's a
that
special
capacity,
dialogue option.
enemies will fail to cross the
Some
barrier in
books,
front of
you can
them
take 'em.
and be trapped here for eternity. So, be brave.
Any ideas, Sweet Lolly?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless students. Follow me.
I think my Discord's dumb. It keeps going to like 5,000, like whatever.
Oh.
You almost ran off.
There are monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
Open fire!
Let's fly! What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Sweet Lolly fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death!
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help allies navigate this place.
Oh no! More monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
Locked on! Bullseye! Open fire!
Maybe this place is cool though.
It is cool, but it's trippy.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield. Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
Maybe it's such a cool spot to take pictures if you could.
I wish I had Linnea. Crap. Check what we have to do. On overload? Yeah, I'm sure that's chaotic.
That's what I do.
But she wouldn't work with Chevy though. So.
Yeah.
This place would look really freaking cool if I had Chlorant.
Yeah. Oh, I have her with freaking, cause like my Chev, not Chev, I don't have Chev, crap, what am I saying? Freaking my Chaska, have her with Farina, Bennett, and Oron. But mine's on Obsidian. And I have her bow too. Stupid Lucky. And now I'm broke.
Wait, how can I turn? Is it specific way?
Well, I'd be careful though, so you don't go flying off the thing.
I don't have to do.
made it through the
I hope I get shoved though.
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed. Without that power, it's just a normal dye. But the color it produces is still quite rare. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually took place.
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
No, you may not.
What are you doing?
Wait, do you actually have
you noticed
that
my
sword
signal.
on?
Not bad, Traveler. We make a good
I don't
team.
think so, no.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was a commercial success across Teyvat. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
Okay, I guess I don't like him anymore. Crap.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place!
Like,
What
oops,
if that
I
was
don't
my
like this
goal
idiot
all
now.
along?
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant, pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes, was the only way to get information out of the people in this tribe. But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat.
Shut up, dude, you're giving a Fontaine a bad name. You're a disgrace to Fontaine.
But the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire
Dude's
life's work.
mad that he's bad.
You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written.
Don't yell at a Melazine, dude. Where's Nicolette?
Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was our invention first. We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
What if I give you a portion of the profits? All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelette.
Do it.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry. But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed
I've
centuries
noticed something
too late.
that most of the
No
time,
matter
like
how
if there's
good
like
the
a
product
villain or
actually
whatever
is,
in
not a
Genshin, they have
single
blue
one will
eyes.
sell. I will never accept that someone from this backwoods, ignorant nation could come up with that dye. Not 200 years before me.
Even when the truth is right in front of you?
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing, no problem. All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. Then, the so-called truth becomes your word against mine. Once my report is accepted as fact, No one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth of history?
Dude is the definition of
Plan
having
hasn't
your
changed.
panties on a
I will
watch.
continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see.
You talk big game.
Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago? From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people who get on my bad side?
Ah, the wrath of Granny Itzli. Like I said, our interests aren't at odds. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation, considering Hwitzelin was your rival. You've lived longer than her, you're far stronger than her, and yet, she has always been more revered than you. Now, that can change. With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of Teyvat. This part of Natlan's history will be mine to tell. And in my version, I can erase the Battle of Seven Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
That's not real history.
That's a no, then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my Mora.
Done running your mouth? Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right. I didn't pay all that Mora for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
The captain. You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrader, his interests, and his wealth.
Oh. That dude. I love how the Fatui, like each Harbinger, has their own, like, goal.
The captain
But who
means
is it?
nothing to them. They serve a different Harbinger altogether. Regrader!
The Regrader. He's, remember in the Winter Lazo, that man with the black hair and the glasses? Looked like emo Baiju.
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligns with Regrader's interests.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning.
Yeah, Pantalone. That's his other name.
I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
I know who you're talking about. It's the dude everybody simps together with freaking Dottore.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eve! Let's fly! Locked on!
My burst!
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny.
What'd you do with it?
They could give Regrader a run for his
Interrupted my birth animation.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence.
Good job,
Hey.
Lily.
Yeah, hey Lily.
Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own.
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself.
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best. Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
You?
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out. Are you trying to kill me?
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off. Ah!
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look different, though. What did that good point? She'll know how to get out of here. Let's hurry. If we don't make it out before the cave collapses, we might never be able to leave. Let's see. 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙼! Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one you saw in that woven scroll? Why would it appear around here? You're right. Lead the way.
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought.
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
You misunderstand, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙍. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natlan. When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this. This space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it, because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh?
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in this space.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙍.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat.
Ow.
Me. What I want to know is...
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same one you taught me all those years ago. But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple color trick. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is a foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. More specifically,
Welcome
you
back.
could call
Hey,
it
Winters.
the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes.
Rip, I was trying to hell was lonely and her
the power
freaking
to decide victory.
is like,
But in my opinion, the capacity to add color to someone's memories is where the true value
I forget.
lies.
Okay, if that
You
makes
are
sense,
fated to
then
live a far longer life than me, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. I couldn't bear the thought of all those years existing as a blank canvas in your memory. So I wanted to leave a little color behind.
like if
Your color, you mean?
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color in someone else's memory.
wait, because like Clarent is like who else is like running next?
Thoran
Banner?
or the king.
So it's gonna be like
We
the
have to get out of here.
I like the business
The
probably gonna
only
be
way
like
to rescue them.
pyro and electro based.
I'm not sure.
So maybe, hopefully, I get to use Sino this time.
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories by force.
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk. Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who will be saved this time.
Why, Winters?
After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side. The kind of
You
person
find the
I
joke
could
on the
have
other
never
side.
anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night. This means that even without your tutelage, she can see the color of memories.
What did you say?
Although she doesn't know how to wield it, she unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memories. That was enough to guide her to this space. You now have a connection at your disposal. Well, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙀, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed, but the rest is a surprise.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙀's voice! She's just up ahead!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. Cherish them.
𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙀.
Was this said?
𝙎𝙏𝙍! Paimon! Traveler!
Then it explodes.
Hold my hand.
I don't want to give you an explosive cake now.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Woo! We made it out just in time! Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy and the others.
He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us. The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh? They were standing a bit further away,
That's a way to go out, be crushed.
Pulled into the space. Maybe they already made a run for it.
Hello?
It's one of 𝙎𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙎's employees! Quick, restrain him!
I can explain. I had no idea 𝙎𝙎𝙍𝙀𝙍 was such a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind and tried to find
Like
people
how
to help
Paimon just
rescue
like
you.
restrained him, like he
I'm
didn't
so
do
glad
anything.
you managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you. I just need to know one thing. Which way did he run?
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Unless he suddenly grows a pair of wings, I think we're okay. Traveler, Paimon?
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs. They caught Montluçon.
Bro got caught.
I never noticed that
Something
that
felt
was
off about
a
him
different color.
yesterday. So I set a few things in motion. Looks like
Oh,
it's time
really?
for that foreshadowing to pay off.
My bank balance.
It's more purple.
No! No!
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to
Oh, yeah, 'cause
scare
he
people.
like
He makes people hallucinate the thing that scares them most. It's particularly effective on weak-minded people
yeah,
like
he
him.
is the elder. So like, and he has a different design on his wings and stuff.
I know. It was a lot to ask, making you come all
And he's
the way
bigger.
out here during
Way
the
bigger.
day.
Was that a declaration? Elder Tlapo didn't appoint us to a whole other task, did he?
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before the guards arrive. In the meantime, we have unfinished business, remember?
Mondstadt Portland. I want to know too.
The die is buried underneath a bunch of rubble now.
Of like, I don't
Don't
know why,
worry,
but I feel like some
Wheatzealing's
come
technique
like,
hasn't been lost at all.
before like
Come with
6.0.
me, I'll explain everything at my house. Oh, and
Like how they
Traveler,
did with Anyway.
everything you said about memory, I finally figured out my answer. I knew you'd want to tag along. Let's go.
She goes so fast.
Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Wheatzealing's technique, your participation is critical.
What are you saying, Seatlally?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Scrolls. Scrolls?
I just realized something.
I thought you were going to
Like-
show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend.
Of like all the like
The
the weapon.
technique I'm about to show you directly relates to woven scrolls.
I have
Fine.
all the freaking
What is
Skyward
it?
with it.
Something that
except for
can
the bow.
turn the tide of war or prevent a great disaster? You probably want to challenge me, right?
I don't.
I know you don't have the strength
I'm
for
missing
a
the
real
catalyst.
fight, so I'll let you beat
Oh,
me with
Atlas.
words.
Old friend,
Like I've
my
literally
life is
gotten
nearing its end.
okay.
I'm afraid.
I've gotten like one like my
I
Skyward
don't-
part, my Skyward Prides are one,
Hey,
and
Don't
my
worry.
Skyward Spines are
I
one. And
trust
then
in
like
the
the
belief of
Atlas
our tribe
and the Blade are
that
both
death
R2.
is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history. Because history is the memory of a people.
There's only
We
like
give
3
our
weapons I want
scrolls
like
an
refinements
orange hue,
for.
so the dead can still feel the
Cryo
warmth
about it.
of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit,
Because I want R5
so the dead can still
Scarlet
enjoy the
Fangs.
abundance of
Like I
our
want an R5
harvests.
Nunny's bow.
Really?
I want an R5
Why?
Casca's bow. Because dude,
I
all the
know
attack and
that,
stuff you get.
but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙈. Oh, I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now, will you accept my final request?
Just this once.
Oh,
I
you
did.
really
I did pull for it. Dude, she's been in my team this whole time.
I understand
There's
now.
no way you didn't know.
Just like you said I would.
She's been in my Chaska team this whole time.
Yeah, we even said something about picking like you getting the trial one instead of yours.
Paimon, come with me.
Dude, what drugs are they smoking?
We are like birds,
I'm
soaring
seeing.
through the horizons of time.
Oh, they look like
I linger between brushes of memory,
color,
seeking the color of my final journey.
Smoking.
When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
I knew you would understand.
This is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave it, 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙯?
That's dope.
Hold on. You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave the special scroll. That must mean... You're the one behind the gifts from the spirits.
Oh, well,
Cool if we
it's
got a
not like
banner like
I
that
wanted to
hanging around,
interact with the appointed.
spot.
So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to confuse them. The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my tricks.
You've carried the duty alone for all these years? Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it?
Traveler, the essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same. Even though I only confirmed that today, I've had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since 𝙎𝙬𝙍𝙀𝙎 died, I haven't wanted to form that kind of connection with people.
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation. I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point. This time, though, you win, Claw. Take this. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief. Countless people exist in my
What
memories,
color would yours be?
and I know one
Purple.
day that will be my fate, too. A memory living on in someone else's head. Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory and carry my color in your mind. Just keep it safe. And you better not forget my color when I'm gone.
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, 𝙎𝙬𝙍𝙀𝙎, if the Traveler's going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be gold, right?
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind-reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I finally got to the bottom of it. Sharing senses
I know
allows
mine would be like
communication to occur
cobalt
between the
blue.
consciousness of different people. Naturally,
It's very
memories are
specific.
also involved in that process. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory, which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire.
So, you can hear the Traveler's thoughts because you left traces of color in each other's memories? And that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too, because it works both ways, right?
Quick thinking. But only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear the Traveler's thoughts, but not the other way around. There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured out how it works, I'll get rid of it in no time.
Oh.
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it. Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other. Just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. It'll probably take some time, though, so bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Oh, unless I've had a few drinks. A shame? I mean,
did
if you ever
freaking
miss
top.
this whole telepathy mess, I could always share my senses with you again. No promises, though. Some thoughts are
Dude,
better
it was
kept
a
to yourself.
Huh?
I like how we were like talking to each other through our minds, but Paimon was just flying back and forth trying to figure out what was going on.
I know. This quest is pretty long.
it? Your
Paimon's always
investigation into the
confused.
Battle of Seven Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you share what
It's
you
not
learned.
as long as like
Wow, the
map
scroll is
story
finished
quests though.
already. Elder Talapo's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, traveler.
And just like once you get this done, you get like freaking all those Primos.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a die derived from people's memories is,
I think you
of
get
course, the
60
best
for like
choice.
completing.
Now, it's just a matter of preserving this secret
You get 60
technique.
for completing maps, and you get 60 for like.
From your description, it sounds like learning the technique
You get the 60 or
requires the
whatever
previous
completing
holder to share their memories.
this, and then you get 60 for like the event thing.
In that case,
So you get like
I must work with
240
our
Primos.
priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things, meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take
So you
that
showed
choice
the
away
effort
from
today.
you,
You should have like
traveler.
200.
You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
All right, we'll leave that to you.
And please pass along my thanks to Granny E. We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended. And it turns out he's the reason some among our tribe started to question our history. He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of Seven Colors.
I was thinking how
The
tall
recent
that we can
friction
do
within the
this.
tribe is entirely his doing. We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of...
Until we meet again.
Will this scroll always be here? That's dope.
You could have just put it down there.
You told him everything, right?
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits. I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
Huh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Please, call me 𝙎𝙍𝙍𝙀𝙎. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing. So, here I am. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about 𝙎𝙏𝙍𝙀𝙎. I want people outside of Natlan to hear her story. But my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Huh! Why should I let an Outlander tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity. I assure you, I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Important plans?
Oh, thank you very much.
Everyone's having patience.
Another day, another drained social battery. Hold on. You owe me a pair of books.
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap, huh?
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to 𝙎𝙍 Publishing House in person. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay?
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
And this is?
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep.
Like, don't bother me. I'm hungover and sleepy.
She's on the. Alright, okay, buddy.
I go to Inahuma.
Give me that. Thank you. Okay, got that done. That done. Those done. That's done. This is done. Okay, I'm caught up on everything. Wait, Yai Publishing House, right?
Yeah. It's down this other way. Just like directly over the hill, off to the right.
Oh. Have a copy of each. Then why did he say he didn't have them? A copy is still a something.
They're probably just like leftover like first editions that he didn't like nobody cared about.
Do I bring them
like,
to her house?
Yeah, go to her house.
If I remember where it's at.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's where that little waterway thing is. Just fly straight, like where the
Oh, I'm
teleport
sorry.
is.
I found it.
You hit the dude. The fact that you hit them is funny. Because you can just go straight inside. You have to knock or nothing. You just put them on the desk.
Little less, I'll drink a little less next time.
Oh yeah, like okay, like where you're standing, if you turn right around, like turn it around, and look to, like when you're going towards the front door to leave, on the right hand side there's a door, and that's where her room is.
Yeah. I love details like that though. You give the character what they wanted.
Yeah. Also, you do that, you destroy them.
Alright, I'm gonna end stream here.
Yo.
I will stream again when the Abyss resets. So, look forward to that. Then, next week, like in 7 days exactly, we'll be pulling for her end. So, yeah. Have a good night, guys. Thank you all for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Let me